Mykiel and Slobby, you both wake up on the same bed. Start of a new day. Mykiel, you have your student robes that are fitting to your size. You have your little wand ready, and you know that your first class is well, it takes place in the classroom. Obviously, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's apothecary. It's the potion place. I don't know what they fucking call it. It's the potion class.
They just call it potions.
Okay, well you have the potion class.
Potions with Mr. Snape.
And Slobby, you know you have to report back to Mr. Filch in the kitchen to get ready to make breakfast like usual.
So wait, I have potions before I have breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
An early class.
Yeah. It's early.
Alright.
Yeah. So you can stay in bed or you can get your day on.
I get up and get ready to go to the class.
Oh yeah, you get up and you get ready. You put on your robe.
I grab this little flimsy wand thingy.
You do that. You grab that wand. It's pretty flimsy, I guess.
I mean, I'm used to a big staff.
You are. It feels much smaller than a big staff. Slobby, what are you doing while Mykiel just starts getting ready?
I brushed myself off of all the rat guts or whatever.
Yeah,
rat slobber.
Yeah, you brush it right off all onto the floor. It's a good thing that you're the one who has to clean this up later.
That's fine. And I start making my way down to the main hall.
All right.
Slobby does the same. Slobby, or
Slobby
not Slobby.
is-
Mykiel makes his way to potions.
Slobby does the same.
You don't say.
Mykiel makes his way to potions.
Mykiel, you start making your way to the potions class as Slobby makes his way to the main hall. I need to make that bigger. There we go. Alright, where's the main hall?
Let's zoom out of the map. There it
Top
is.
right corner, there's the zoom.
Bam.
Alright, boom.
Slobby's already in the kitchen.
Slobby
right.
makes it to the kitchen with Argus, with Mr. Filch and Miss Norris, and Filch looks at you, Slobby, and he has this really gross look on his face, and he's like, "So, I heard you got into a scuffle with rats last night."
They're probably mad I ate their brother. What's on the menu for breakfast, my lord?
No. See, you let the rats get away, and now I have to chase them down, so you won't be on food duty anymore. No. We got a special request.
For?
We got a special request for you from Snape.
What is this request?
You're to help him with his potions class. You ought to do what he says.
If I must, are there any supplies I should take from the kitchen?
Yeah, take this cheese wheel.
I should take the cheese wheel.
Yeah, you take it. It's a pretty big cheese wheel.
I like roll it along with her.
Yeah, alright.
I'm only little.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna start putting these people.
The students.
Potion class. Here we go. Alright, zoom out. Alright, now we just gotta put everybody in their place. And we'll just put them side by side. It makes it look nice that way. He'll go here, and then we'll just fill up the rest with the students, because it just looks nicer. Mykiel is here, and then Slobby will go here. Do I have a token of cheese? Well, I have this picture called Big Cheese, so I'll use that. All right, and where's this? You guys are still seeing, so boom, we'll switch you over.
Big cheese. Love it.
I don't know. That's what the token is called.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's like a rapper rat.
Yeah, it's Biggie Cheese.
Notorious big-eyed cheese.
That is really bad.
Well, that's the token we're using for cheese.
So wait, I guess I'll just sit in the free seat.
The cheese is his necklace.
You're not wrong.
He looks so happy. Throwing up gang signs.
Alright, so you have your cheese. And you make it to the potions, the potion classroom where everyone is seated and Snape is like waiting for somebody to show up. It's probably you. You think to yourself.
Alright, I make my way to the classroom entrance with my cheese.
I like that you went the wrong way.
I don't know. It's hard to judge. What is this the entrance?
Yeah.
Snape looks at you and he says, "Slobby, I am Alan Rickman. Slobby, come here."
Yes, I slowly wheel myself and the cheese over.
Oh, I see you
You know
brought a wheel of cheese.
I'm gonna sit in the back of the class.
Special present from Mr. Filch.
Mykiel just gets up and walks away. Yes, the final ingredient. Snape takes the cheese wheel and throws it into the big old pot right here of a potion. Good. Now, as your punishment for the rat incident, you will be assisting me with my potions duty today.
I nod.
Alright, class. I am your teacher, Severus Snape. You will call me Professor Snape. Today, we will be learning a simple potion. It is called the Smell Potion. One whiff of it will make anyone nauseous. The ingredients are as follows, and be sure to write this down as I will only say it once. 1 wheel of cheese, 2 eyes of newt, and 1 sage flower. Add them together and boil it at 700 degrees, and you will get your smell potion. We will demonstrate the potion's strength on this elf. Slobby, if you would take a whiff of the big vial.
I uncork the vial and I give it a big whiffage.
Do you have resistance to a poison?
Probably not.
You do not. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't smell bad at all. Like, you're just completely fine.
It smells lovely.
Snape, he looks at you confused, and so he bends down to sniff it, and he, like, immediately clogs his nose, and he retches. And he's like, staring at you, and he goes, interesting. And he looks around. Can I get a volunteer from the class? Ron Weasley raises his hand. Me! I'll volunteer! Anyone else want to volunteer? And he looks around the class. No volunteers at all? He's ignoring Ron.
I point. What's Mark's character?
Mykiel is taking notes, actually.
I point at Mykiel. He's got a nose on him.
Quite the astute observation, Elf. You there, Elder One.
Mykiel looks up from his notes.
Approach.
Yes, Professor Snape.
You shall be the volunteer.
Very well. He puts his notes away and proceeds to come to the front of the class.
This elf seems to have some resistance to the potion, but do not let his resistance fool you, class. We will now be using this new student. As he emphasizes the word student, several of the students laugh and snicker behind your back because of your age. We will be seeing how effective it is on him. Mykiel, if you wouldn't mind taking a whiff of the vial.
He holds it about 3 inches from his nose and takes a little whiff.
Can you roll a con save? 17. Oh, you're fine, but it smells horrible.
It does smell pretty bad, Professor.
Indeed. You may take a seat.
Mykiel proceeds back to his seat.
While this potion is one for beginners and doesn't do much other than smell, I must warn you never to come into contact with it, for if you touch it, well, it will stain you. Not in the terms of stain as in it won't come off, more like you will have the smell on you until you cast the cleaning spell on yourself, and none of you know that yet. Now, we will all be going over this simple spell. You have the ingredients in front of you. You may now test it yourselves, begin trying to make the potion. I expect great results, but I don't think any of you will succeed. You may begin. He orders the class to all start trying to replicate the potion just from his words alone. And he turns to Slobby, and he goes, "It looks like the Elder One is without a partner. Why don't you assist him this time?"
As you
Mykiel
wish.
gets to work.
Right.
Mykiel noticed that the wheel of cheese was the last thing thrown in, so he's going to go prepare everything else.
You get everything prepared. You get the, so what do you get prepared?
2 eyes of newt, 1 sage flower, and the recommended heat was 700 degrees.
Alright, so what are you going to put in first?
He's going to do reverse order, and he puts in 1 sage flower, 2 eyes of newt. It appeared that it was heated to 700 degrees before he added the last item, which was the cheese. So he gets it to a nice boil and then throws in the cheese.
Oh, alright. Can you roll survival with advantage? Can you roll me Arcana with advantage? Alright. Everyone else begins making their potions. Slobby, as you approach, you notice Mykiel, like, already, like, just doing it. Like, he's just going to work.
Brought you some extra cheese.
Thank you, Slobby. I appreciate it.
Cheese is the secret ingredient.
How is it a secret ingredient if he told us it was an ingredient?
This is a special cheese.
I noticed from the back of the room it looked like it wasn't quite cheese.
It still tastes as good.
Well, if this one doesn't turn out well, I will try your version of cheese.
2 pots cheese to 1 pot sage is what I prefer.
Mykiel tries to tell if he actually knows what he's talking about.
Sean, can you roll deception?
You got it.
Roll insight, Mykiel.
Yeah.
He's just making up shit on the fly.
Okay. At that point, Mykiel believes that Slobby will be absolutely no assistance, and just goes back to doing it as he thought he was taught.
Slobby. Mykiel is like putting the items in, because it's going to take a while to actually like do all this, but Mykiel is starting to put the items and stuff into the pot now and starting to heat it up. So the pot is, you can see it, like Mykiel's not guarding it, he's just putting the items in. Are you going to try to do anything?
I add a bit of cheese.
Does Mykiel notice?
Can you roll sleight of hand? Oh, you did!
Yeah, he did.
Can you roll perception, please, Mykiel? Wait, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 18.
Yes, you would have fucking noticed it anyway. Yeah, you notice him just put extra cheese in your pot.
With like a grater.
Mykiel reaches out to stop him. Please don't. It's clear you don't know what you're talking about.
Trust me.
No. You had no clue what you were talking about before. Like, not even a little bit.
If you prefer to go alone.
For now, let me see how far I can get in this new world without getting assistance from someone that knows better. Also, are we sharing a stool?
What? Yep. I gotta run to the store real quick. I'll be back real quick. This is fucking hilarious.
No worries. We'll be here.
How? Yeah.
It's like maybe 5, 10, 20 minutes at the most. Sorry. But Sean, I'm gonna give you inspiration for this because it's fucking hilarious. I really do. Alright, I'll be back, guys.
Alright, man.